Once upon a time, there was a beautiful young girl named Snow White who loved playing in the forest. But sometimes she wished she had more friends to keep her company. Until one day, Snow White found a wanted ad posted on a tree.
7 adorable dwarf bunnies need someone to take care of them. Dwarf bunnies! They're so cute!
So, Snow White went to see if she could be of some help.
Hello, dwarf bunnies. My name is Snow White, and I am here to take care of you.
Yay!
But first, I need to learn all your names.
Sorry, Snow White, dude. We don't have any names.
That's not right. Well, then I shall give you all names. Bippy, Boppy, Slippy, Snoppy, Bozo, Barb, and Weezer.
The dwarf bunnies were overjoyed. They loved their new names.
Now off to play. I will get started on the cooking and the cleaning.
Later that day, when the bunnies came home, Snow White noticed something.
Bippy, Boppy, Slippy, Snoppy, Bozo, Barb, Weezer, and... Wait a second. There are more of you?
A lot more.
How wonderful! Even more bunnies to love. And of course, you will all need names too. Larry, Barry, Gary, Lou, Peter, Donnie, and Twinkles.
That night, things were a little tight in the dwarf bunny's cottage.
Sweet dreams.
Good night, Snow White.
Snow White got up nice and early. There was much more food to gather with all of the new bunnies around, and the house was a lot messier with so many living under one roof. Snow White had to work hard all day long. But when the dwarf bunnies got home that night, Snow White was surprised to see...
Look at all of you. Lucky me. I'm kind of running low here. But here goes. Lulu, Lola, Bubbles, Billy, Buster, Esme, and Ruby.
And the same thing happened again the next day.
Barney, Marty, Digby, Flo, Siegfried, Carm, and Steven.
And the next...
Ricky, Dickie, Randy, Brandy, Andy, Sandy, and Dwayne.
Until Snow White almost completely ran out of names.
How about Lampshade?
When Snow White had no more names to give, she just had to lay down for a rest.
Oh no! Snow White, did you eat a poisoned apple?
No, I'm just really, really, really tired. Do you know how much work it is looking after all you dwarf bunnies?
Snow White needed help.
Hello there on the ground. My name is Prince Charming, and you look like you could use some help.
I don't think you can help me. I've got 42 hungry dwarf bunnies to feed, with more probably on their way right now. So unless you're the prince of some magical far-off place called the Land of Veggies, you can just leave me here to get some rest.
No, unfortunately I'm not. But I am the prince of a magical far-off place called Veggie Land. You are so kind and generous, not to mention beautiful. Will you bring all of your dwarf bunnies and come be the princess of Veggie Land? There's plenty of veggies for everyone.
I'm probably dreaming this, but okay.
Snow White's wedding was huge, and by the time she'd finished thanking all her beloved bunnies,
Bippy, Boppy, Snippy, Snoppy, Lulu, Lola, Esme, Ruby, Larry, Gary, Brandy, Sandy, pizza, popcorn, and lampshade.
the hungry bunnies had eaten all of the wedding cake. The end.